Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni on the Gadget 360 show, and we are now absolutely flooded with good stuff. First top story, Apple iPad Pro. Two sizes, 11-inch variant and the larger 12.9-inch variant. But what are the big changes they've really done? Well, that's where I'm going to really struggle. It's powered by the M2 chip, yes. 5G support, Wi-Fi 6E. But for the rest of it, it looks the same, and the behavior, performance, almost the same. And then we'll move on to our other big story, and this is really the big one. I've been waiting to get my hands on this TV, the LG G2 Evo, the Gallery Edition 4K Smart OLED TV. Many people in international media have called this TV the best TV in the world. Is it really? What's the big deal with this TV? Why does this TV get everybody so excited? We'll tell you today. And then we'll move on to our very special segment. And this is another big one, the best DSLR camera for content creators. So we've been very specific. These are the best DSLR cameras for content creators, because while smartphones are great, very cost effective, very easy to use, they are not really going to deliver everything you need if you want to be the absolute best in terms of content creation. So we'll tell you DSLRs, not necessarily the super cheapy ones, but the ones that are just priced right, best bang for buck for content creators. Let's get started with today's show. Okay, we're going to start off with today's show with the Apple iPad Pro. Now, Apple came up with two different iPads this time, the normal 10th generation iPad and then the iPad Pro. Two sizes, we've got the 12.9-inch. Now, this is the 12.9-inch with the mini LED display. Absolutely fantastic display, peak brightness, 1600 nits. HDR is absolutely fantastic, and it runs iPad OS 16, which to many is the best part, to many not so much. Beautiful looking, absolutely the same though as last generation. The M2 processor is really the only real big change. So what big change will it make if you buy this one is what we're going to tell you right now.
Steve Jobs once said, "Design is not just what it looks like and feels like, design is how it works." Apple's design ethic has created a fan base of its own. This is especially true for the Apple iPad Pro lineup. It's no surprise that when it comes to the iPad Pro, a lot of the original design language has trickled down from 2018. We have seen multiple changes on the software and hardware front. It's what makes it such a great device to grow into. The 2022 Apple iPad Pro is no different. We're attributing a human-like quality to this, and that quality is diligence. It works efficiently and takes care of the little details, upholding a standard that is not met by every manufacturer. The Apple iPad Pro is the ultimate combination of portability, versatility, and superior performance. Right at the forefront of the iPad Pro is the M2 chip. The M2 chip represents the start of Apple's next generation of M-series chips. It's almost impossible to test how powerful this is based on the very few days we've had the device for. It's designed to be intuitive. It's faster than the M1 by 15% with re-energized performance and efficient cores that deliver up to 35% faster graphics. It comes in two screen sizes, an 11-inch or 12.9-inch screen that is made out of aluminum with a USB-C port and a quad speaker array, and a square camera housing on the back. The 11-inch version used an LCD panel with a 2388 by 1668 resolution with 600 nits of max brightness. Our review unit was of 12.9 inches and has mini LED-based liquid retina XDR display. It can reach up to 1000 nits of max brightness or 1600 nits when viewing HDR content. The colors on the iPad Pro feel rich and luscious. It's bright and sharp with deep blacks. The 120Hz refresh rate lets your games run smoothly even when there are applications being downloaded in the background. Multitasking on this was a breeze. Some of the tasks seemed challenging since our review unit didn't carry the Apple Pencil, rendering this experience somewhat incomplete. Known mainly for its hover features, the Apple Pencil can detect motion at least 12mm over the screen. It's a genius move for artists, graphic designers, and editors who like to work with precision. The body feels like the older version, premium and sturdy. The front-facing camera is provided in a vertical orientation, but when you turn it into landscape mode for video conferences, the camera gets put off to the left side. This is a bit weird, especially during FaceTime calls. but Apple fixed this by moving the camera to a proper landscape orientation. The back camera is a 12 megapixel main camera with an f/1.8 aperture and a 10 megapixel ultra-wide camera with an f/2.4 aperture. The front also sports a 12 megapixel front-facing camera with f/2.4 aperture. There are very few occasions this disappoints, perhaps in low light situations or dim areas. As such, good lighting is the better half of a good camera. Plenty to see, especially with the Pad iOS 16 updates, carrying certain trademark features from the iOS 16 to the iPadOS 16. How many times has it happened that you sent a text that you wish you could delete immediately? Apple seems to have found a solution. It is now possible to send, edit, undo send, and mark conversations as unread. Watch a movie, TV show, work out or game using SharePlay via messages. Other updates included here are dictation, updates to mail, new iCloud shared photo library, etc. We were most eagerly waiting for the Stage Manager. According to Apple, it is a new way to multitask and get things done with ease. Tap the control center and then tap the new Stage Manager icon. You can set up a stage where your apps and windows will be arranged in different sizes in a single view. You can drag and drop windows from the side while working on the main app that is staged in the center. Apple says Stage Manager will unleash full external display support with up to 6K resolutions. Users will be able to arrange the ideal workspace and work with up to 4 apps on the iPad and up to 4 apps on the external display. All these unique functions require a hardcore battery performance. The M2 iPad Pro's battery life hasn't had much of an upgrade. In our testing, we found it lasted only for a few minutes above the 9-hour mark, falling short of its 10-hour claim. We watched videos, streamed content and music, made some presentations, and found the tablet could handle these tasks without any lags. But compared to the 15 to 20 hours we get on the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, this was a mild disappointment. For connectivity, it has Wi-Fi 6E that enables a much faster connection than before. It is available in silver and space grey finishes with 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, 1TB, and 2TB configurations. The 12.9-inch iPad Pro starts at Rs 1,12,900 for the Wi-Fi model and Rs 1,27,900 for the Wi-Fi plus cellular model. So the real question everybody asking here is, should you upgrade to the M2? Well, our answer to that is that if you already own the 2021 iPad Pro with the M1 chip, chances are you won't notice that much of a difference, and you should stick to that. However, if you've been using the non-M chip equipped iPad Pro or the iPad Air series, then you should definitely make the jump.
And now let's move on to our big story. I said this is the TV I've been waiting to get my hands on. I think everybody is. The LG G2, this is the Evo Gallery Edition. So this is a 65-inch 4K smart OLED TV, breathtaking design, minimalistic. You know, the bezels are almost not there. If it's just a few feet away from you, it feels like you're floating around in the air. Really thin bezels, contrast ratio, blacks because it's OLED. Blacks are deeper than anything else we've ever seen. Colors are super vibrant. You know, everything in this TV literally is top of the line. And then it's called the Gallery Edition because it displays art with hyper-realistic texture and color when you're not watching TV on it. Then sound, Dolby Vision IQ, Dolby Atmos, everything in this TV is really, really nice. And price points, 55-inch about 2,54,000, 65-inch about 3,99,000, but you will get it about 15 to 20% lesser. The big question we're going to answer is, are these the best TVs, premium TVs in the world?
It's rare for us to see a piece of tech crafted with the artisanship of a master craftsman. And the LG G2 65-inch OLED Evo Gallery Edition 2022 is precisely that piece. Today we take a look at its top-of-the-line 65-inch 4K TV. But what makes it truly unique? And is it the perfect match for your home entertainment system? We find out. Boasting of incredible picture quality, the LG G2 65-inch OLED is an excellent TV that just got better. The designing has been taken to newer heights here. The commanding yet minimalistic design, the sleek stand and super thin bezels that are virtually non-existent, OLED TVs like the LG G2 don't rely on a backlight like traditional LCD or LED TVs. Hence, their self-illuminating pixels are designed to shut off independently, producing perfect black levels. It covers 100% of the HDR color gamut DCI-P3, and paired with the HDR10 and Dolby Vision, LG has packed a punch. Sporting the Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor, the performance of the LG G2 is formidable. Look at those vibrant and accurate colors. The processor breaks the screen down into 5,000 individual blocks to improve the vividness of the picture. Of course, the support of Dolby Vision IQ and Dolby Atmos makes for an impressive and immersive experience. Every quake and quiver is felt. It's like you are on the battlefield where the guns are blowing off right in front of you. Usually TVs have a tabletop or wall mount setup. However, the LG G2 65-inch OLED TV is part of the LG G2 Gallery Edition. They've designed a TV that can also look like a painting, and it looks stunning. Thanks to a set of ultra-thin wall brackets that are included with the TV, which keeps the G2 closer to the wall than most traditional wall mounting brackets. The thin silver frame completes the art gallery look. And voila! Now your TV is also your art piece. Running the newest version of LG's Web OS, the LG G2 has minimal bloatware and navigation is relatively simple. There is an efficient TV management system here with a media guide and a highly competent media player that supports a wide variety of formats. The remote control can be run on voice assistants, but the real impression it makes is with the magic mouse-like cursor. Talking about ports and connectivity, there are 4 HDMI 2.1 ports given here. Bluetooth is 5.0 and the Wi-Fi 6. It supports 4K gaming at 120Hz with a bandwidth of 48 Gbps. There's also voice control, automatic source detection, but here is where the LG G2 OLED really stands out. Making for a truly immersive experience is the superior picture processing and a heatsink that allows for higher light output without generating extra heat that could damage the electronics. This beautiful mix of software and hardware combine to give one of the best picture qualities we have seen so far. The colors are not saturated or washed out, rather they are illuminated at the right places. Indulge in the filmmaker mode for SDR and HDR content, which is great if you are not good with technical stuff. It saves you the hassle of figuring out which settings to toggle with for the best picture output. This might, however, cap your peak brightness to a few hundreds, but you can also max out its brightness up to 1000 nits. Whether it's on or off, this is a gorgeous TV with top-of-the-line features. No wonder it's made it to the list of top contenders for Best TV of 2022. Priced at Rs 3,99,990, LG has delivered an artistic piece of powerful tech and its latest flagship, and we are here for it.
All right, let's take a quick break right now on the Gadget 360 show. When we come back, lots more happening. Now let's move on to a very special segment, the best DSLR camera for content creators. We had to work very hard for this one because this is not the best DSLR cameras, the best in the world, or the best at a particular price point. These are best for content creators. Now, most content creators are using smartphones, and I think they're getting a great job done. Very tempting to use, very, very easy to use, always with you, cost effective also. But there is that kind of content creator that wants to take their content to the next level, wants to do cinematography level stuff, really, really fantastic stuff with it. For that, you do need a DSLR, and we'll tell you the best ones, the best bang for buck.
Do you wish to create content on the internet? Has the rapid growth of creator economy enticed you to take a bite? Are you already doubting if you have what it takes to be one? Well, currently there are 2 billion active users on YouTube worldwide, and chances are you could be amongst them too. Creating content on the internet is a profession that has come to surface in the recent years. But what does it take to truly stand out? Recording content on a smartphone camera is great and cost-effective, but can it really blow up your content game? Tempting as all of this sounds, it doesn't deliver the best quality. Producing high-quality content is a challenge, and a camera is your best friend in this endeavor. It is essential for social media branding, reaching out to potential customers, and building traffic to your websites. Offering great depth of field, framing, film studio-like production, and the flexibility to color grade the sheer choices of DSLRs and mirrorless cameras in the market is overwhelming. Let's take a closer look at some of the DSLRs and mirrorless cameras that can help you navigate this business with ease. The first of the lot is for the beginner content creators out there. If you're just starting with building your social presence and you have a small budget, we suggest you give the Nikon Z30 a look. Video creators are often found in a dilemma of choosing between speed or megapixels, and Nikon Z30 can help you shoot instant videos and edit them on the go. This is a compact camera that can shoot 4K resolution video at up to 30 FPS, and it does not crop in the 4K mode. You can also record excellent selfie videos by rotating the screen towards you. Your Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts just got a life of its own. This is a video-first mirrorless camera at the price of an entry-level DSLR with excellent noise reduction at high ISOs. The kit comes with a 16 to 50mm lens and is priced at Rs 70,999. Following in the footsteps of its predecessor, Panasonic GH5, the Panasonic Lumix G86 is one of the best value options for shooting video. Content creators need a device that is the perfect amalgamation of performance, mobility, and rugged design. An intelligent heat management technology lets users record for longer durations without causing overheating. And when you choose the Panasonic Lumix G86, you're essentially making your job way easier. The Lumix G86 has a brand new 25.2 megapixel sensor. Not only can it shoot 4K at 120p, but it can also shoot 5.7K at 60p. Codecs introduced to the internal camera give you the power to shoot ProRes 422 HQ and ProRes 422 codec videos, which is the professional industry standard for delivering high image quality at low compression. This helps in lessening the post-production workload on the computer and allows non-linear editing without transcoding. Efficiency is the king of the mountain, and this helps creators streamline their post-production workflow. These next-generation digital mirrorless cameras come with a starting price of Rs 2,34,990 and should be on your list if you're considering taking your workflow to the next level. If you're in the market for a DSLR that has in-body stabilization, a multi-point touchscreen display, and better battery life, then look no further than Fujifilm XT4. Offering advanced video shooting at 4K up to 60p, which gives a smooth butter-like 2x slow motion effect. For creating visual stories, this is one of the best mirrorless cameras out there, which is why we were compelled to feature this in our DSLR heavy segment. The 6.5 stop in-body stabilization eliminates the need for a gimbal, so you can shoot at a much slower shutter speed when in low light environments. This can be used for filmmaking and vlogging both. Bringing marked changes from XT3, the autofocus is now faster, enhanced face and eye tracking, and comes together at the starting price of 1,52,000 rupees. The Canon EOS 90D's 32.5 megapixel sensor has the highest resolution of any APS-C camera, and hence this is one of our favorites. Built for videography, the EOS 90D shoots uncropped 4K video and a range of frame rates, particularly in Full HD, making it an ideal DSLR for enthusiasts and intermediate creators. The best part though is the integration of Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF system. So when you switch the EOS 90D to live view mode, there is no autofocus disadvantage compared to a mirrorless camera. It puts in a great performance when shooting video. And the cherry on the cake is the headphone and microphone connectors, allowing you to play with sound. Even though it is thick and chunky, it has plenty of space for controls. The solid build gives your hands and fingers more surface area and leverage, making it more comfortable than many mirrorless cameras. Priced at 1,24,712 rupees, everything about the Canon EOS 90D sounds like a creator's dream, which is why it is already popular with many. Lifestyle and travel creators were mesmerized by the launch of Sony's flagship model, the Sony A74. The A74 uses a new 33-megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor providing better resolution. It also processes better image quality in low-light situations. A 3-inch screen flips out to the side and rotates to face fully forward, making it easy to film yourself. A 10 FPS continuous shooting speed works really well, with the autofocus system delivering high-quality video output at all times. Sony's AI-assisted autofocus tracking is just magnificent. A newly developed 33-megapixel full-frame sensor with the Bion Z XR processing chip used by the A1 is the backbone of this amazing camera. Shoot 1080p footage at up to 120 FPS and 4K footage at up to 60 FPS. The various picture profiles available including S-Log2 and S-Log3, which is great for filmmakers. Prices start at 2,42,490 rupees, and the Sony A74 has a user-friendly design and is extremely popular with content creators delivering both 4K video and stills.
That then was the Gadget 360 show for this week, and we've got so much great stuff next week. I mean, can I start listing it out? Actually, I cannot, because I've been told that a lot of that is on embargo. Just come back next week and you will be absolutely shocked. See you on that show.